one thing though. Hi, people. I missed you guys. It's been a month.
I missed y'all too.
It's been more than a month.
Yeah, it is.
It's been more than a month. Well, we were enjoying our summer.
Yeah, we listen. We had to bring it to the streets, record an episode because I've been getting a lot of questions from folks like, "When y'all gonna record? Did y'all give up? Whatever." Look at here, we just trying to live our best life on the summer during the summer.
The best life.
What was I gonna say? How y'all doing? I'm sorry, I got an itch on my back. I had to scratch.
A back scratch. I love good back scratching.
I do. It's in the house. I should have brought it outside, but I didn't want to be that person. So here we are. I miss you guys.
Miss you guys too.
Even though we have our group chat and we talk daily, I miss seeing you guys. So here we are. So Married at First Sight is over, and I don't know if we're on the fence of whether or not we're coming back to that, but whatever.
We are suckers. We're gonna at least watch the first 3 episodes.
Of course we are. We have to watch we're gonna have to watch like the matchmaking show.
And by the way,
to get better. I'm sorry.
Vanessa's not joining us today because she's going to see Sweeney Todd in the city, taking her mentee to the city to see Sweeney Todd.
Well, all right, Vanessa, we miss you, girl. And girl, yeah, you have been busy. I've been watching that IG. She be busy.
I actually do miss Vanessa.
I
just seen her on here, but I'm like, oh, okay. Well, tell her I said hi.
And Gaga is in Ghana.
Oh, Jesus.
Living her best life.
Gaga sent me a picture of her in the jungle on a rope bridge. 83 years old.
Not me.
I'd do it, but I mean, damn.
I know you would do it.
All kinds of goals. I jumped out of a plane, so I'm not in a position to be like, I'm not getting on no rope bridge. Go ahead, Gaga. Now, who's she there with? Friends?
My cousin. She travels with a women's group, and
yeah.
They went to Morocco last year.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Anyway, one little tidbit I wanted to bring up because my nail king extraordinaire, Haley. Hey, Haley, if y'all are in the Boston area or Massachusetts area, you need a good nail tech, holla at your girl because Haley.
Is he in Boston or Brockton?
He is in the shop that he works out of is in Easton, but he's a Dorchester boy, so I got to keep it real because he lives in the same town where I grew up in. Anywho. Haley was telling me, he was giving me all the tea. He's going through his Beyonce withdrawal because he was at the Beyonce Renaissance tour in Club Renaissance. So now he's, going through it. But he loved it. But he was telling me about, I guess the kids on the street, the youngins. Did y'all hear about Doja Cat? How do you fuck up? She is like the perfect example of fuck around and find out. Open your mouth to your fans and lose 500,000 Instagram followers in a span of a day. Apparently, she I don't know. I don't
know supremacy boards all the time.
Yeah, and I guess she's got some boyfriend now, and I guess her fan base was like, I guess the boyfriend has a history of being like predatory behavior, and I guess he had like a molestation charge or something, harassment charge on his record. I don't know, but anyway, her fans, I guess she calls them kittens, like her base is like kittens. Someone in her fan base, they were like going in on her on IG, and she literally went in like on TikTok, IG story, and was calling all of her fans stupid, telling them they need to get a life, get a job, do this, do that. I don't care if you don't listen to my music. I don't care if you unfollow me, and literally lost 500,000 followers on IG. I'm like, does this bitch not have like a team, a PR team that's like, boo-boo, you want to go
comes out. Who you are always comes out.
Exactly.
And that surprised me was her liking these white supremacy boards. It's like she's a pick-me for white men, totally. And I didn't know that. And I'm like, I had her on some of my playlists. I got rid of all of her stuff on my phone. Mm-hmm. Do not like her.
I'm not well, I didn't really know who she was. I mean, I had heard of her, and I've heard like maybe one of her songs, but I'm not, that I'm thinking that for like the younger kids. But yeah, Yeah, Haley was telling me all about it. He's like, he did the same thing you did. He's like, he's like, I loved her. He's like, I went on Spotify, unfollowed her on IG. I'm not streaming her music anymore. I'm not doing anything. She's done. I'm like, well, damn. I'm like, where's her people? Don't she got a manager? Hell, don't she got a family?
How you come back from that one? You're gonna send us out this apology that is written by somebody that's not you, and no one's gonna believe it in the first place.
Oh, that's it.
Emotional abuse allegations.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he said a lot of really disgusting things about Black people and specifically Black women.
Yeah. And I did see an article one time. They tried to dismiss it. Say, again, stop, don't do that. They were trying to dismiss it as like she's got like mental health issues. Bitch, please. You just ignorant. So stop you pulling the mental health card. But that's how I want to start off with. You want to talk about Lizzo? I hope that shit ain't true.
I'm not jumping on the I hate Lizzo bandwagon.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this to play itself out.
I listened. I didn't read. So I listened to some of the accusations, and a lot of it, from what I heard, was other people, like not her manager, but whoever was in charge of like the dance and choreography or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of things that she said and she did, which they don't sound kosher to me either. But I said, I'm gonna like wait, because I listened to one of the dancers, and it just didn't seem. I'll wait, because I'll wait to see. It just didn't seem real to me or truthful.
The things that I read were that not only corroborated by her ex. There's one woman who's supposed to direct a video of hers or direct something like this, and pulled out of it immediately because she's like, it was toxic. Glad I left that. So if there's more than a handful of people, then I give it a little bit of credibility. If there's a whole bunch of people, I don't know. I don't think it was a money grab or a cash grab. Usually you can't tell, but you can kind of tell if someone was just like saying some shit to say some shit.
Yeah.
But I felt like they were talking about, from what I saw, and that's, again, I did not read it, so I can't make a whole lot of assumptions. That's why I'm saying I'm kind of like, I'll wait and see. But a lot of the things that I did hear were not actually her. And then it was like 3 things that were her, and I believe
she's in charge of that. She should not. She's in charge of that.
Yeah,
exactly. And that was the thing. If you have a business and you're running a business and you're dealing with people, and you have a toxic person that is kind of like hurting other people or being demanding and just doing things that people are not comfortable with. One of the things I read too, heard from one of the singers, is that they went to Paris or someplace in Europe, and they made her go to a strip club, and she felt very uncomfortable. I'm like, no one should.
They're all in fear of their jobs, supposedly.
Exactly. So that part, whether or not it was you who set that tone, that it's your name, it's your brand, it should represent you. And then on that note, you should be kind of dealt with on that.
If there are 3, if there was 1, it'd be one thing. If there's 2, that's a good, but there's 3 dancers who said that, as well as the director, the former, and then someone else said something too. I don't know how legitimate it is, but it seems, I don't know. And also, I don't know how many of the things are like, well, come on, like, okay, racial harassment, really? I guess so. But some of the things you're like, well, if she'd said that or did that, that's.
And the fat shaming one. Like, sis, you of all people know what it means to be fat shamed. So that was weird. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait on that one.
Yeah, I think, and like when we were talking about that too in the nail salon this morning too, it's like, obviously Lizzo came out with a statement. I read that, and I guess she said that these dancers were fired, or they were let go, and now they're coming out. I hope she doesn't settle. I hope she fights it. Take that shit to court, sis. I mean, if you are 100% in that you didn't do nothing, or these are just disgruntled workers, haul your ass into court. I want to see some Johnny Depp shit, Amber Heard, or whatever her shit is, whatever that girl's name is. I want to see the whole trial. I'm here for it.
Two of them were fired. The third, Noel Rodriguez, was hired the same year after performing in the video Rumors. The suit says Rodriguez resigned earlier this year. So two were fired and one resigned. Trip to Amsterdam strip club happened after performance earlier this year. They said they were afraid for their your job. She began inviting the cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas.
Oh, well,
Lizzo then turned her attention to Miss Davis and began pressuring Miss Davis to touch the breasts of one of the nude women.
That sounds orgy and sexual harassment of the T. That's not good.
Well, Davis declined, according to the suit, and Lizzo allegedly led a chant goading her to do so. After Davis declined 3 more times, the chant grew louder and more strident, demanding a visibly uncomfortable Miss Davis to engage with the performer.
I believe that because if you go to like Lizzo's TikToks, like before all this went down, like her IG and her TikToks, some of the videos that she posts of herself, I'm like, Lizzo, like I get it that you're like proud. I get it that you're proud. Yeah. I get that. But it's like some of the stuff that she does, even if it was a skinny woman, if Rihanna was doing that, I'd be like, that's a little bit much. Like,
I remember when she went to that Lakers game, ass all out. And a couple of people were not happy with that. I was not happy with that either. And then everybody made it to be, oh, you're fat shaming her. And no, there's just a time and a place. And I don't want to sound like an old person, but if I take my kid to a basketball game, I don't want you sauntering in with your whole ass out.
Again, like you said, there's a time and a place for it. If you're in a nightclub setting or a lounge setting or something like that, hell, even the Grammys, I don't care what you do. But yeah, a basketball game, that was just a bit much.
And I know
even if it was like a fashion show, like the Met Gala or one of these like crazy fashion shows where that time when Rihanna wore that dress that was completely see-through and she had
I fucking love that dress. And then it had like the diamond. I love that dress. But you know what? Children are not allowed at the Met Gala.
That's right.
That was the place and that was the time.
Exactly. That's why I don't think Rihanna got a whole lot of flack because it's the Met Gala. He ain't going to wear that at the Laker game.
Yeah.
But again, I just hope that for Lizzo's sake, I hope it's not true. And you see how it got to Miss Beyonce real quick because Beyonce was at Gillette Stadium here and she refused to say Lizzo's name. And then last night I saw her on TikTok this morning. I guess she did I forgot where she was last night. But when it got to Lizzo, when she was here, when it got to Lizzo's name, she said Badu, Badu, Badu in reference to Erykah Badu. But last night, wherever she was, and they were saying the names, when it got to Lizzo, she just went. She had the mic and she's like, Kelly Rowland, and went on. I was like, ooh, Beyonce is the queen of the shade. I ain't mad at her.
2 dancers were fired in April and May, and Williams lost her job in April 26, days after she spoke up at a meeting in which she challenged an assertion from Lizzo that the dancers were drinking before performances. The day before, Lizzo had told the group that they would have to audition again.
Yep.
A move that prompted what the suit described as an excruciating 12-hour rehearsal. If Lizzo was dissatisfied with the performances, the dancer would be fired and sent home. During the rehearsal, Davis was so fearful she'd lose her job. If she went to the bathroom, she soiled her pants. She was given a see-through outfit with no undergarments to finish the performance. When Lizzo raised the issue again the following day, Williams responded saying the dancers didn't drink, the suit say. The singer then allegedly offered what the suit described as a mocking reply. Well, if you're not, then good for y'all. 5 days later, Lizzo's tour manager fired Williams in a hotel lobby. Manager attributed the termination of budget cuts, said the suit, which noted that no one else was fired. She complained to the manager about the decision to publicly fire Williams, a move that Lizzo repeatedly raised with the dancers during an April 27 meeting, during which she's told the group that she had eyes and ears everywhere. So she does sound like she's holding with an iron fist. Davis recorded the April 27 meeting because she suffered from an eye condition that sometimes left her disoriented, that suit says. Days later, Lizzo held an emergency meeting and had security employees confiscate dancers' phones, the suit states. Lizzo became furious, hurling expletives at the group, and said that she was going around the room, person by person, until someone told Lizzo who made the recording. Davis acknowledged recording the meeting, saying she would want to have a copy of Lizzo's performance notes. When Davis said she didn't mean any harm and she deleted the video, Lizzo allegedly responded, "There's nothing you can say to make me believe you." Ms. Quigley and Lizzo then took turns berating Miss Davis. After castigating Miss Davis, Lizzo fired Miss Davis on the spot. Before Lizzo left the meeting, Rodriguez told that she felt disrespected and would resign, the suit says. Lizzo responded by cracking her knuckles, balling her fists, and using an expletive to tell Rodriguez she was lucky, the suit says. As Rodriguez left, the suit says Lizzo raised both her middle fingers and held a slur. The suit alleges false imprisonment against Lizzo Production Company, In the meantime, anyway.
Yeah, I'm still.
A lot of stuff.
All of that does sound awful. I just want to hear her side of the story.
Yep.
It's gonna be a while. This is gonna go on for a minute. Unless Lizzo's like, you know what? Let's just offer them some money and make this shit go away. And if she offers them a settlement, then you already know some shit went down.
No, I believe some of the stuff. You know, yeah. I thought some of it was like, I didn't. But some of the stuff I do believe. I do believe that it was a toxic work environment.
Yeah.
And
who's in charge of that, though?
Huh?
Who's in charge of that?
Yeah, and her being at the top, whether or not she was the abuser, that's one thing. Now, the thing that does concern me the most is the sexual stuff. If somebody says that they are not comfortable doing something, and you, even if you do think that you're just, you know, you're in a good crowd and you just want to hype the person up or whatever, if they say they are uncomfortable and you do a chant about do it, I can see anybody feeling like, this is my boss.
She's a virgin.
I don't care what she is. This is my boss. You know, she's telling me to do something I feel uncomfortable with. That's sexual. If you are a man, that part right there, that's it for me. If that part is true, that's it for me.
And there shouldn't be any obligation or any expectation. Look, at the end of the day, this is a job. If I audition as your dancer, that's what you get from me, is you get me dancing on your stage. Mm-hmm. And then when the show is over, I'm going back to my room. I shouldn't have to feel obligated or forced to have to go to your extracurricular activities like at the strip club or something, because a lot of people aren't comfortable with that. So I get that. Yeah, no, that's like that's problematic.
No, ma'am. No,
yeah,
absolutely not. Anyway,
but you don't hear stuff about anyone in the Beehive doing that, and Beyonce's been around longer than she had. So you know whether Beyonce doing something right, or you don't hear about that kind of stuff.
Here's the thing I've heard about
business.
Go ahead.
Right.
She has a business.
Yeah.
She handles her business professionally.
Yeah.
And even in her like Instagram and how she just approaches life, and she gives you a little. She's not giving you all of her.
Right.
10% of Beyonce, and then the rest of it is business.
Right.
And I saw a video on TikTok like a couple of weeks ago. A former dancer of hers basically praised her and said, how you see Beyonce, like when she's doing her show now, and she's like really interactive with the audience, and she like, acknowledges people's signs, and she acknowledges people's outfits, and she's really like caring. And they say she really is like that. Like, and she treats her dancers well. Like she pays them well. She has like, I think it's like a tier system. So you have like your, I guess the low key
backup.
Yeah, to get the backup, they get paid a percentage. And then each tier has like a manager, like a principal dancer. So let's say, for instance, like I'll just say, when Blue Ivy comes out, I know we've seen like that video 100 times, and you've got the kind of like the heavier dancer that's always with her.
Don't get smacked.
That's always with her. She's like top level principal dancer. Like, so if you watch Blue Ivy, you always see that heavy. I forgot her name, but she's the heavy.
She's so good.
And she watches Blue like a hawk and makes sure that Blue's like doing what she's supposed to do and whatever. And she's like a top, like the next level up or up, whatever. And she's like the manager of that tier's dancers. And so they said that Beyonce treats her people well. And that's why
Blue Ivy needs to work on her dancing. But she's
come a long way though. And she's 11. She's 11 dancing in front of millions of people.
Well, the millions of people is one thing, but
I would shit my pants if I got out there, came out on the floor, and I'm like.
But I've seen some 11-year-olds dancing their ass off.
Oh no, you can see some 5-year-olds dancing their ass off.
But it seems like she's kind of just doing it, which is, that's okay. That's okay. It's okay.
She just doesn't have the stage presence yet.
It's coming. Because it's coming. I think she's gonna. Listen, I think this is Beyonce priming her child, and when Beyonce's ready to hang up her, microphone, we're gonna hear Blue Ivy right up in there talking about get loose.
Before she hangs it up, she's already she's ready now. I like to see it. I love it when she comes out because I love the way Beyonce looks at her. When she's
that part,
that's like my baby.
That part.
My baby.
She's so proud when Blue Ivy's done and she like does her little poop 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 and she turns around and the way that Beyonce looks at her,
I haven't seen that.
That I'm like, you can't fake that shit. Like that ain't acting. That's her looking at her daughter, her child. Like, look at that's my boo boo. That's my baby girl. And then they show Jay-Z in the audience when she comes out, and Jay-Z is all teeth. With his bottle of champagne, ace of spades. Yep. With his Basquiat hairstyle.
The other thing I like about Beyonce is we have seen her when she was a teenager. You have seen the growth. You saw when she was a people pleaser. Yeah. And then you saw her morph into the business person and the older woman. I can't believe she's like 41 now, but the older woman who really knows how to run a ship, but she doesn't take any shit.
No.
She demands respect.
Yep.
You can hear her tone change at certain times when people try and talk over her or not hear her opinion. She's like, hey, wait a minute. I love that about her.
And she makes a joke out of it now because on the internet, like everybody's like, when something goes wrong, like whether it's a wardrobe malfunction or part of the equipment, everybody's like, ooh, somebody about to get fired. And she did that recently because one of the fans, because you know how Beyonce likes her fans and makes her hair blow. One of the fans in the front of the stage was off and she's singing. She's got her mic and she's like, 1 + 1 is 2, fan. And the fan wasn't going on, and she's singing, and she didn't miss a lick. She was still singing, and she's doing this, looking, and all the comments, someone was like, ooh, someone losing their job.
That's funny. I saw that, but I didn't know that she was actually talking about a fan. I thought it was like
the blowing fan. The blowing fan. I'm not obsessed with Beyonce. I'll just say I like her music. I'm not obsessed with her. And I've been really enjoying the videos that people have been posting. I have to give the Beehive some props because y'all are in them stadiums with your custom outfits. Like me, I'd be in there with a tank top and some shorts and some flip-flops and a baseball cap.
No, you wouldn't.
No flip-flop. You would.
Tanya, you look cute. You be like, I'm going to Beyonce. I'm gonna look cute, and you put your hair.
I might have to put some wigs on.
You know, damn well. Get a
wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I'd have to be up in this showing out, but I'd still have on some flip flops though, because I ain't standing up there now.
I don't know, Gillette Stadium. Your feet are gonna get crushed. All those people together.
I mean, sneakers or something. Like some. I'd have on some clothes.
You look cute. You know you've been. If you were at the concert and you would look drab and everyone else look cute, you'd be like, everyone be like,
Especially if I was in Club Renaissance. Now, if I was sitting in the bleachers where the poor folks were sitting, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just wearing whatever the fuck I want. But if I was
paying $300,
yes, of course.
My daughter-in-law and my sister-in-law went, and they were down at the bottom, like there. My daughter-in-law said worst seats ever.
Really?
He would have rather have been up on, in one of the seats on the stage because she felt like, one, it was crowded, and two, you couldn't sit down at all because
right.
if you sat down, you missed everything. So it was just too many people in this one small area. She said she would have did better if she was like in one of the seats.
And how old were they?
Who, my daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
I don't know, 31.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking at a certain age, I want to sit down.
You damn right.
She said, let me tell you, homegirl, the next day, she had no voice.
I ain't standing up for 3 hours.
No
and the
voice.
fact that Beyonce was late. Like, Beyonce was like an hour and a half late. So you already know my corns would have been kicking in at Gillette Stadium. I'd have been like, I got to go. And I got to pee. Oh, no. I got old lady bladder.
One thing I hate. And I cannot stand people have concerts and you like 1.5, 2 hours late.
I think the first show at Gillette.
Lauryn Hill is notorious for that.
Yeah, no, I would never go see Lauryn Hill. After I heard about her and
unapologetic
too. No, ma'am.
I would never go see Lauryn Hill just on that alone because you ain't gonna have me pay my little $35 for your ticket and then have me standing there for 2-3 hours. No, that's a hard stop.
So Tanya and I are going to the Beyonce candlelight. Did you forget, Tanya?
Nope, I didn't forget. It's November, right?
Yeah. When is it?
You said didn't you say it was November?
What's the Beyonce candlelight? What's that?
So it's a symphony. I don't think it's Boston Symphony Hall, but it's a symphony, and they do all of her music like candlelight.
It's at a museum. I thought I saw it, and I think it's at a museum. I think. I can't remember.
I mean, it's like different places actually. Like they're never at like one place.
That's fun.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that on Facebook, and so I'm gonna go. It should be interesting.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be fun. I know your head's
You're not going to see Taylor Swift?
Hell no. What am I, 10?
Hey, people were fucking showing out for that shit.
I'm not a Taylor Swift thing. To each her own. Like, Taylor Swift gets mad props. I mean, she's a businesswoman. She's making all kinds of money. She's young and she's doing a damn thing. Taylor Swift just don't do it for me. No.
I do like her clothes. I think she has very good style.
Yeah, but she's skinny as a friggin' ironing board. There's nothing there. She has no. I mean, clothes are cute now, but she has no titties.
Together.
Don't skinny shame. Don't skinny shame.
I'm saying she has no titties. I don't want to see.
Either.
Oh, but you're not Taylor Swift, and you ain't out there wearing them, body fitting outfits.
No, but when you see her regularly or just going, she knows how to put together. Well, I know she still has a stylist. So whoever her stylist is, I like that look. It looks very good on her.
And I also like the fact that Taylor Swift has come into her own. Like when you were talking about Beyonce, how like when she was younger and now she's like, I'm a boss woman. This is me. This is my business. And you ain't gonna talk to me any other way. You see the transition, how Taylor Swift, that whole Kanye incident, and she looked, I mean, my heart broke for her because, he was just awful. And she had that look like she was holding her MTV award like, oh my God, I'm so scared and I can't say nothing. Try that shit with Taylor Swift now. I bet Taylor Swift will be like, motherfucker, if you don't get your ass off this stage and sit your ass down, Kanye.
I don't get those vibes from her.
Oh, she gives me them vibes like she will shut shit down in a hot New York minute. She will show her ass if need be, business wise.
Although we haven't heard much from Kanye recently.
Why you gonna speak up on it? Now we are. I heard he got dropped by another label. Who was it? Oh, the casting agency.
He got married again.
To someone who looks just like. Come on, man.
They're weird. Look, all I'm gonna say about Kanye is what I've been saying about Kanye since his mother died. When his mother tragically died, he wasn't right ever since. And he needs something. He needs some help. He needs to go to a therapist. He needs something.
What is it?
He ain't right.
Manic or bipolar. He probably is all of those things. But when his mother was alive, he was an asshole then too. So he's just morphed into a bigger asshole. Kanye has always been the opposite of what you say. You know, one of those contrary kids that, you know, and I can see him being a little kid, but when his mother was alive, he was the same way. He has just gone more off the rails each and every year. So it probably is bipolarism or something.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure his mother, if his mother was still alive, like when, you know, obviously, but when he first came out, his mother striked me as the type, because I saw an interview with them, and his mother strikes me the type that she would reel his ass in and check him. I don't care how successful you are. Don't you get out there and embarrass me. Now, he could be a dick.
You can try it as a parent, but and especially with all the money and fame that he had, he's definitely going to respect her, but that doesn't mean that's going to check the crazy.
That's true. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Maybe he was bipolar all along, and then it just went south when his mother died. But I'm all done. I'm all set with Kanye.
You can be as bipolar as you want to be, but the one thing that you cannot be, for me to totally disrespect you forever, is anti-black, and he's anti-black.
Yeah, I want old Kanye back. I like that because when he came out, all them songs was bangers. I want old Kanye back.
I went to his concert at University of Rhode Island. That was a long time ago.
I remember being in Miami. My sister was shooting a TV show. And I remember going to a club with my sister and walking through the thing. And Kanye reached out and grabbed Vanessa and pulled like this. And I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? And she was like, you know, whatever, and pulled away. And I was like, he grabbed her.
On a side note, I meant to ask Vanessa this, and maybe I did, and I just don't remember. Is Vanessa still the Eminem, the brown Eminem girl?
Yeah.
Because I just saw the commercial.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's the voice of the brown Eminem.
I did not know that.
And the only reason why I asked that, because yesterday they have a new commercial, and they're all like all the colored M&Ms, and they're like, it takes two to make a thing go right. And all of a sudden the brown one goes up, and you hear Vanessa's voice goes, ugh. And then she's singing, like the group is singing, but you could clearly hear her voice. And it takes two to make it out of sight. You know how Vanessa does that. Hi. And I was like, is that Vanessa? I gotta ping her and be like, are you still the brown M&M lady?
Yeah.
That's all right.
When does Married at First Sight come back? Do you know?
I don't know, but we'll talk about that when it comes back. I want to talk about my summer binge that I know y'all been watching too. Ready to Love on OWN, child.
You haven't watched it?
You ain't watched it?
I've been watching it. It's actually pretty good.
For those of y'all that don't know Ready to Love, it's on OWN. It's you know, specifically for us.
It's a shocker that it's 8 seasons. I didn't know that.
And I've seen all 8.
Oh, really? No, I didn't.
I've seen them all. But it's Uncle Tommy, who's like part of the Steve Harvey morning show, radio show. Uncle Tommy. I forgot his last name, but it's his show. And Will Packer and him created the show. So they go to different cities and they pull like 10 guys, 10 girls, and they, you know, these people all ready to love. And then they have like brunches and all that, and they just basically get all together and they figure out who likes who and blah blah blah. And then at the end of each episode, one guy, one girl goes home, or sometimes they throw a monkey wrench in it. 2 guys, 2 girls go, and it's really
not all of them are matches.
No. And at the end, it's not a show that's like The Bachelorette, where like at the end, if you make a connection, it's like you have to get engaged. No, it's the end is like the guy and the girl meet up, and then they're like, do we want to take this? Do we want to continue this relationship once this show is over? And then they're like, okay, yeah. or
Have they
no?
had success?
Huh?
Have there been
They've got their first from 2 seasons ago. They finally got their first engaged couple that got engaged. And the funny thing about it is that during their season, he was interested in somebody else and it didn't work out and he got let go. And she was interested in somebody else, didn't work out, and she got let go. And they just became friends. And now they started dating. And now they're engaged to be married. So the 2 cast members that weren't like feeling each other on the same season, but now they're engaged to be married. So they got their first engaged couple. But all I got to say is this season, they're in Dallas. And we all know that it's been a hot summer. And I'm sorry, but I got to go there. With the exception, I think, of one woman, they are all wearing them lace front wigs down to the backs. And it is 132,000 degrees in Dallas and around the country. Like, I don't even want to wear the hair on my head.
But
like, I want to
also,
put a cap on and put a whole ass lace front.
They're not shooting.
It was still hot. It was still hot. It was still hot because they, on a couple of the episodes, they were complaining. The women were complaining, "Oh Lord, it's so hot outside." And I'm like,
You're always gonna complain about the heat.
I know your head is on fire. To each their own. If you want to wear a wig, wear it. I mean, when I get my hair braided, she puts in, the braid hair, the braided hair and stuff, the extensions in. That's fine. But can we? If you want to wear a wig, great. But can you stop with the baby hair down to your eyebrows? We are not 10 and 12. If you want to slick your little edges down, that's great. But you ain't got to do the loop-de-loop curls all the way down to your eyebrows and all around your ear and all of that. Not when you are 45 and over or 35 and over. Not a good look. I don't like it.
I do like that they mix up the ages, though, that they are older people.
I do too. I like that. They had some 50, like last season, they had like a guy that was like 50. He was 55, 56 years old, and he looked good. He looked better than all them other guys on there.
And even, I think most of the women are in their 30s. It's very rare that I've seen them have a young person like 20-something or whatever.
Yeah. I think the majority cast age is like in early 30s up to 40s and even 50s. So I commend them for that. I like the show. I think it's hilarious.
What do you think about The Golden Bachelor?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
The Golden Bachelor?
Oh, they've got the new The Bachelor is getting a Golden Bachelor. He's 70. What is he? 70, 71?
70.
And he looked good. I mean, for his age, he's not like, I don't think he's, I mean, he obviously, he ain't my type.
What about this man?
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, I haven't heard about
I'm watching it. But all I'm saying is, like, I have been saying this for years. Like, they need to have a season of The Bachelorette and The Bachelor where it's like 50 and over.
Oh, no, he looks like a fucking Republican. Nope, thank you. Nope. Not even He's gonna come in the house and meet all them white women, them old white women with his "Make America Great Again" hat. No.
Watch it. I'm gonna watch it because I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna watch it with fingers, eyeballs, and legs crossed, because I just have a feeling this shit's gonna be just as messy as these young people. Those are his daughters.
She looks ethnic.
No, his wife died. Like,
but she looks ethnic.
Yeah, she does.
Like she got something in her.
White.
No, she's just like a white girl with curly hair.
Maybe he got some
Rachel Dolezal.
Mm-hmm. Don't say that, because somebody called me a Rachel Dolezal one day, and I've never gotten over it. I said something online, and then I waited. Like, I had commented on a one of the a page on Facebook, and somebody had the audacity to call me Rachel. Oh, girl, you don't know what you talk about with your Rachel Dolezal ass. And I was like, I sat on it, I marinated, and then I waited like a couple of hours, and I went back and I unleashed. I was like, this is your ignorant ass. I said, this is why people like our people can never get ahead, because we're always going against each other. Motherfucker, like, black people come in at all goddamn complexions, shades. Oh yeah, I was going in, and everybody was like, "Oh, I heard that." Okay, and then someone came back and was like, "Now, yeah, that Rachel Dolezal comment was uncalled for because look at her, look at Sis's nose. That's a black nose, right? That girl is black." And I was like, "Really? Now you're gonna talk about my nose? That is not right."
I put in Jerry Turner, Golden Bachelor Republican, and all it came up was he's from Indiana.
He's Republican.
We'll see.
He look it. And that is not no, thank you.
Well, if he is, he's a silent Republican because I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty sure they vet these people. They vet these people, and he's not. He ain't got no crazy ass like videos out there like the Jordan Klepper videos.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people not even on social media, and they look just like him. Are a complete. I'm not saying he's an asshole. I'm just saying he looks like he might be a Republican asshole. So I'll wait, hear what he says, and listen out for the clues.
Mm-hmm. Them little dogs. Well, we'll see if when the show hits, if there's black women, we'll see how he interacts with them because you can
be
tell that
an ambiguously black woman.
Yeah, we'll see. Because
you never know. See, he looked like some chocolate.
He don't look like he like no chocolate. He looked like he like a Karen.
I don't know. He might. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But keeping on The Bachelor, I'm watching The Bachelorette. I don't watch these shows until there's like a black bachelor or a black bachelorette. We got a black bachelorette, and we're down to the final tree. And she got one white boy who I'm like, I don't know what you see in him, but here we are. And two brothers. And I'm like, Lord, let this be a black on black bachelorette where you walk away hand in hand with your black man.
Can I say one thing about Dude?
Yeah.
And that would be it. We can go on. But this is about older white men. You either have the English teeth where they're just, and they have, I'm talking rich older white men, really like muck mouth teeth, or you have the veneers like he does, and they're like super perfect.
Maybe they're dentures, because dentures have come a long way.
Yeah, I would hope that. I'm thinking that they're probably veneers or something because they all have the same look. They all have that same, a little bit too, don't fit in their mouth look.
Chiclets, like Tiger Woods.
And you don't see that on a lot of black men that age.
You just lose your teeth? Is that what you just lose your teeth to get dentures? Why do you get dentures?
Because if you've lost like a significant amount of teeth, it just makes sense. From bad oral hygiene. A lot of people don't go to the dentist on a regular basis.
I lost my teeth in the accident. I'm getting fucking dentures. I'm getting whatever they tell me to get. But something is going up in here. Yeah. And then I might be looking like Dude, but that's okay because I'm
okay with that. And I'll be damned if anybody gonna talk about me because guess what? I will take that than walking around with some teeth. Some are here, some are there. No, and it's doubly worse if you're a woman. You cannot be walking around with some teeth. That's disrespectful. In this day and age, I can see.
Feel fine.
Yeah, I can see if oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Those are caps, right?
No, these are implants.
Implants.
The bridge.
So let me ask you, Chris. Thank you for showing us that picture because it reminded me. I saw the poster for the new Friday that's coming out with Ice Cube, his Chris Tucker, his son is in it. Ice Cube's son is in it. DC Young Fly, Mike Epps. I'm like, I gotta ask Chris if you won't get in that.
No,
gotta bring it back. Cat Williams is coming back.
They filmed it already?
I don't know if they filmed it, but they put out the poster that said something, it's coming.
Well, last Friday.
Tucker Carlson gonna be in it too with him?
Who?
Tucker Carlson. He gonna be in it too? And Friday?
I don't talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Fuck Ice Cube. All day, every day.
That I watched that. I watched it online on TikTok. They played the whole interview and I watched it and I was just like, and that's all I'm going to say. I watched it and
well, I'm going to say fuck Ice Cube. I don't want to see anything that he's in. Friday was in my top 20 of favorite movies.
Yes. And I was looking forward to this new one, especially when they said they were bringing back, like Chris Tucker was coming back.
And let me tell you, he's in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have seen every single one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the very beginning.
Ooh,
and I heard his voice. Not going to see that shit.
Oh, I didn't know he was
like him.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what persuaded him of all people to sit down and have a kind of a serious conversation of all people. Tucker Carlson, like,
because that's who he leans towards these last 8-9 years. You know, it's one thing to be upset, and I'm sorry, I know politics in me. It's one thing to be upset with the Democrats, right? But don't both sides me on this one. This time around, we don't have time to fucking play. They are literally taking away all the women's rights. And, and men are right behind it. They're talking about legalizing marriage in like these Midwestern states for 14-year-old girls. What about boys? They don't ever talk about anything about girls. They want to legalize all kind of things so we can't get birth control, we can't have abortions. And this guy here, he hates Kamala. Okay, fine. But in this time and era when people are stripping back all your human rights, there's no choice. There's no fucking choice. And him out here saying that, you know, he's a free thinker and, you know, he meets with all these like, you know, Republicans because he's a free thinker. No, sir, there's no choice. You see the line, and we are not going to come out on the best side of that. I hate him.
No. I'm with you. I got nothing else to say about that. But I mean, the movie's coming out, and that's why I wanted to just ask Chris.
I haven't seen it.
Pat Williams, all of that. Supposedly they're all in it. So I'm like, they should resurrect. They should resurrect your role.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh wow, I didn't know. I was hoping to be in it. It'd be not Nia Long's in it.
Yeah.
Mike Epps. Oh well, I guess not. Young Fly.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, because you were in one of them, right?
Yeah.
Friday After Next, right?
That was in the last one, yeah.
Yeah. All I'm going to say to this is I am going to sit here and trip. When the movie comes out, I am going to watch it but I'm going to watch it.
Because
I don't know, some greats you got to just let go. And the original Friday, like all of the series, you know, the franchise was good. I just don't want this one. I mean, this one, I don't know. I think I'm going to be a little disappointed.
Let what go?
It's going to come out.
Some greats you have to let go.
Some greats you just can't. Just let it go. Like let the franchise go. Like that. The first Friday was fucking epic. Like they're not. And Chris Tucker wasn't in the second or the third.
And they weren't good.
And they were. I mean, they were funny, but they were just okay.
I got recognized today for Friday After Next.
Huh?
I got recognized today on the street for Friday After Next. People love that movie.
I like that.
And Friday After Next, besides,
the one with Cat Williams.
Yeah, it's Friday After Next, the Christmas one. I got recognized. I was in the museum last week. The two security guards.
Friday After Next, I got to say, Friday After Next was epic too. It wasn't original epic good, but it was epic because you had what's his name there? Oh my God, I forgot his name. Merry Christmas, motherfucker! Merry Christmas, mother. Wasn't that Friday After Next?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
John.
Like Pinky.
Oh, you're talking about some of the sea. Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell, yes. I like that. So I don't know. Like it's been some years, so it's like, how is this gonna go? I mean,
love Friday.
And then John Witherspoon has passed away. It's like, come on,
Annie Lister passed away too.
Yeah. So it's like, but But I'm here for it. I don't know if I'll go to the theater and see it. I'll wait until that, because with movies now in the theater, within a month it's on Netflix or some streaming service. So I'll just wait. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's all I've been watching. I've been watching, some.
The Bear. Did you watch The Bear?
No.
Oh my goodness, that's one of the best TV shows on TV.
Yeah,
it's so good. You need to watch that.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna get on that.
I watched the first season and I liked it.
You got to watch. I think it's the best show on TV right now.
Really?
Yes, hands down.
I've heard that too from a lot of people.
I've heard it too, and that's why I went and watched the first season. And I'm just like, I like it.
You got to watch the second season.
Okay.
It's really, really good. It's well done, well acted. It's really good.
I binged Silos on Apple TV, and I liked it.
I'm on the fourth episode.
Yeah, I like it. I will say this: I'm not fond of the actress.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not fond of her. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I don't
Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah, I'm not fond of her. I wished that. Oh my God, the black couple. I forgot.
She was in Mission Impossible. Did you watch Mission Impossible?
No, I heard she was in that. Yeah, I didn't watch. I'm not a big Tom Cruise fan, so yeah, I'm all set with it.
That motherfucker's crazy. He did all the stunts.
He always does all of his stunts.
Just for the stunts are unbelievable.
I saw it. I saw the one where he went off the motorcycle and he was on the bungee and all of that shit.
15 times.
Yeah, I ain't mad at him. Good for him.
Crazy. Good though.
He's crazy too. He ain't seen his daughter since she was 7 years old.
Really?
And she just got married. And I'm not that one. We're talking about the adopted one that he had with what's her face? Nicole Kidman. She just got married. I saw that on TikTok. She just got married and he paid for the wedding and she didn't even invite him. How gangster is that?
Oh, I thought they were tight. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no. She got married. Nicole was there with her little Keith Urban and her brother, the black child that they adopted back in the day. But yeah, they said that Tom Cruise paid for her wedding and he wasn't invited.
I'm on the last episode of Welcome to Chippendales.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Is that on HBO?
It's on Hulu.
Is it a documentary?
No, it's with Kumail Nanjiani from Silicon Valley. He plays it's pretty good. It's like a true story. So it's pretty interesting, actually. I've been watching The Foundation, the first episode of Foundation.
Oh, what's the one you sent me yesterday, Shahida, on HBO? Full Circle? I gotta keep that up.
It is okay.
I binged it all yesterday.
And it was good?
It was really good. I liked the wrap up. It was good. There's another one I watched. I told you I watched that series from Thailand.
Oh yeah.
Elite on Netflix. That was really good. It's looking like it's gonna be a second season. It was a little wild. It's like a camera that deletes people. You point it at someone and it deletes them, but it's a good story.
Oh my God, as if I would love that in real life, because I'd be going up to everybody and be like, pop, bye, pop, bye.
And you know what else is really good? Have you all ever watched Harley Quinn?
No.
The movie?
No, the animation show on HBO.
Oh,
it was so funny. The Joker is fucking hilarious. Every time he comes up on the screen, I'm like crying. Oh, that is such a good show. You have to. It's for adults, of course, but it's hilarious. And the new season just started, so I'm just like all in. It's a good show.
Speaking of, I guess we can end this on this note. I guess we better be happy with what we've been binging over the summertime, because come the fall, we ain't gonna be having shit on TV to watch. We're gonna be watching some old repeats. Chris, I'll let you have this because this is your shtick.
We are on
strike. Y'all are on strike.
Because it's going to be a long strike. We're looking probably September, October. I don't know when we're going to come back. Oh yeah, because they're so greedy. The AMPTA.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry to cut you off. First of all these, like a lot of these actors, coming out, and I'm glad that they're doing that because it makes me see, because people are always like, when you see like someone that's a celebrity or been in a movie, whatever and we're just regular old folk, you see these people and you're like, oh, they got to be like, millionaires, gazillionaires making all this money. And the reality stick is, how the hell you getting checks for a quarter?
87% of SAG people in the union do not qualify for health insurance. Only 13% qualify. You have to make at least $26,000 a year to qualify for health insurance. And I got residual check. I mean, they were talking about the Orange is the New Black for the 20 episodes to $20.27.
Yeah. One of them got like under $1.
No, that's all of residuals, not individual.
Total. Yeah.
Total. So you don't get paid for streaming because they can watch it again and again, and they won't tell you how they calculate it either. Mm-hmm. And they'll tell the shareholders, we're making gobs of money, and then they'll tell us, oh, we can't pay you this, that, and the other. They wanted also for AI, the AMTP.
That's the scary part.
Anyway, they said they want to take a background performer, pay them half, which is $300 for the day, or pay them $300 for the day, and then use their likeness in perpetuity
forever.
So what if you become a star? You're a background performer and become a star. Does that mean they can use your likeness and anything else? There was also an article in Deadline, which is the industry thing we all follow for news and stuff. And they had an interview. This guy did an interview with an AI bot about the strike and this, that, and the other, and had Morgan Freeman as the voice, Arnold Schwarzenegger as the voice, Chris Rock as the voice. And they were like, well, you see, so-and-so. You see. So
I don't know why people are not scared. I do. And then also for the writers, Chris, they said that they could take a writer's writing and, put it into that, simulation. And then the AI bot would write in the style of that writer. So they're saying, oh, we don't need the writers.
There's a bot out right now, an AI thing that took all of the South Park episodes and made new characters, new everything, and made a funny show of South Park and made a show just from the rest of the thing. And it's crazy. So that's why everyone is scared. That's why 98% of us asked to march, to strike.
Yeah.
Because what they screwed us with, back in the day, the last time we struck in 1980, there was a new thing called, video cassettes and cable TV. And we're like, oh, okay, well, no one's going to go to watch that, pay for TV. Why would you pay for TV when TV's free? So we'll just take a nominal amount. And then it jumped off. We're in the same position now with streaming. Where, you do a TV show, and when they show it once again on network, you get almost half or a third of what you originally got paid for. But on streaming, you get paid $3, $2, as opposed to $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, whatever that you got. So, and that's how middle class actors, regular working actors, not stars. I'm considered a middle class working actor, survived.
Yeah.
They do a show, like I did a show for. I did a guest star on CSI Vegas back in what was it? In last fall.
Yeah.
And for me, for a single guest star, the for a guest star top of show is I think $6,000. $6,000 for a drama, $7,000. I got $9,000 for it, and then I just got a residual check because they showed it again on CBS for like $3,300, which is something that I can use for the next job, to survive. It's not the same amount, but if you could do 5 guest shows a year and still survive with maybe a minor job and something else. You can't do that anymore. And you can't qualify for insurance, and you're ass out. So it's going to be, and they're making gobs and they just pay, the guys,
Michael Iger,
he made $25 million a year.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, $31 million.
And have the nerve to give an interview and say, that what you guys are asking for is unrealistic, and you just
he was adamant too. He was like, "Fuck them."
Oh yeah, basically.
And the best example I say is Batgirl. Have you seen Batgirl?
Yeah.
No, you haven't, because they shot it for Warner Brothers and spent $150 million.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Batgirl with this Dominican girl who is Batgirl. Spent $150 million on it. We're going to promote it, and they said, you know what? It will. We make more money if we shelve it, not even stream it. And they get a $500 million like tax write-off, whatever. If they don't put it in the theaters. So all those people that work for the writer, the actors, the crew, the directors, everyone who worked on that film will never get to see it ever.
But more importantly, won't get any residuals or anything from it.
Yeah, they're not getting shit from it.
They're not getting money.
You wouldn't even see it in the theater. Just the girl could have been a star.
Right.
From that thing. She's starring as Batgirl. You think you get a Warner Brothers DC movie as Batman, Batgirl? I mean, and
nothing.
Is it Batgirl? I think it's Batgirl that's on the CW. That's the one I saw with the black girl. It is Batwoman. Okay, yeah. But another thing too, before we head out, it's the AI thing, and I don't understand why people are not more afraid of the AI thing.
Yeah,
I think we've all seen pictures of like Trump being taken out and like, handcuffs, and it looks so real. And I don't know, there's been like a couple of movies where, remember Minority Report, stuff like that, where things were manipulated and people were made to be in another, committing a crime, and they're fucking at home alone.
There's a show on Netflix, a reality show called Deep Fake Love. I watched the first episode and I watched the first episode and I've yet to go back and watch the second episode because it's so friggin' scary. It's a dating show where you have these 5 couples where it's a Spanish show. So it's subtitled. So you have these 5 couples that have been together for some time, and then it's kind of like a Temptation Island type of thing where you have the Venus house and the Mars house, and they separate the couples. 5 people go into one house, 5 people go into another. And what they do is she's pretty. What they do is they invite other strangers in. So they're basically testing their relationship. But at the end of each episode, they'll bring like the 5 people from one house into this room, and they have to decide whether the video that they're showing is their actual partner doing it or if it's a deep fake. And when I tell you, these people are having absolute meltdowns because they're showing this. They showed this one guy, and then they showed his girlfriend in the pool. And what they did, they took they showed the technology that they used to take their things of their face. And so now they got the girlfriend in the pool, conversating with some other guy that ain't her man. And her man is in the studio watching this video. But they're like, we're going to show you the video and you have to let us know if it's real or if it's deep fake. When I tell you they had some girl.
It's a Spanish show, right?
Yeah. She was macking this guy down and they superimposed his girl's face. And when I tell you that shit looks so damn real, this man's head exploded. He was like, we're done. She's done. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, that's real. She's a whore. She's this. And I'm like, oh, these people. I'm like, I can't. But I haven't watched another episode because that's how real that shit was. And you're fucking with people. Yeah. So this is the wave of the future. It's gonna happen.
In the future, it's the wave of now.
Yeah. And Black Mirror.
Right.
Touched upon that on the first fucking episode.
Yep. Joan is awful. Did you watch Sheeta?
What?
Black Mirror.
Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, every season.
The Joan is awful one.
The Joan is awful with Salma Hayek. Yeah. That shit had me bugging when I was watching that. I was like, yo, that shit could really it's happening because it's on fucking Black Mirror.
Yeah, I this needs to be like I'm sorry, when a congressional hearing, it's scary.
It's very scary.
And Black people and
other
people from the global majority need to be very aware.
You can be obsolete. The actors are gonna be obsolete.
Yeah.
Well.
It's sad and it's pathetic. And the fact that these heads, these Bob Igers of the world and these other peoples of the world, the Netflix head honcho, whoever, Hulu head honcho, Amazon Prime head honcho, well, it's like, dude, what the hell? How are you the money it takes to print out a 25-cent check is probably more, and then to mail it is probably more than the actual fucking check itself.
It's so
disrespectful. You got the brother from Abbott Elementary, the custodian. He went on Instagram and showed a couple of his residual checks. He got a check for like 80 cents. And I'm like, yo.
For Happy Endings, Walt Disney, Happy Endings, that TV show.
I remember that show. It was like with Damon Wayans' son or something.
Look at that. 4 cents. The disrespect. 4 cents.
That's when it goes into streaming. But like, do they get more when it's like on like a CW channel or something like that?
That wasn't a CW. That was
no. But I'm saying when they sell the show to like Netflix or HBO or something for them to stream it. But if it goes on like a regular TV channel, do they get?
Oh Lord. That's just rude. Now let me ask you this: when you got your $3,300 check for residual, when you get residuals, do you still have to? Does a percentage still come out for like your manager and all that?
No, that goes off. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your money. Okay, that's a good thing because listen. Because I've seen a couple of videos where they were breaking it down. They were like, so I made like $10,000 for this project right off the rip, of like 10, 15, whatever, 15%.
25% of it gets gone.
Another goes to my attorney.
A business agent, it's 25% right from there, from the gross.
Right.
From the gross.
Right.
So you have to pay at right.
So when you're looking at like the A-listers, like the Rocks of the world, like the Kevin Harts of the world, like the Tom Cruises of the world, those people that are making gazillions of dollars and they're good, people don't tend to think like the average working actor. They just tend to think, I see them on TV and they're probably sitting on this mint full of money, and I don't feel sorry for them. And that's why that gentleman got shamed, remember, from the Cosby Show when he was working at fucking Whole Foods. Trader Joe's, excuse me, and then got job, started getting acting jobs from Tyler Perry. And this one woman decided to shame him. It's like, oh my God, I remember him from the Cosby Show. How come he's working at Trader Joe's? Oh, he mustn't have handled his money too well. And he wasn't a major player on the Cosby Show.
Even when you get cut out.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's what we're fighting about.
I hope it works out, but
I don't know.
Right now, we ain't gonna get no new shows until 2025, 26, 27.
You know what? How many shows are out there already? TV, every streaming channel. I'm like, it's mind-boggling how many things we have to watch. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But I do like my network shows like Abbott Elementary. The Neighborhood. Those are things that I tune into like every single week, no fail. I love those.
Yeah.
And I actually started watching a lot more network last season because they really kind of like stepped up with some of their shows. And now, so what's network going to be? A whole repeat of last year?
Basically, it's all going to be all reruns. And it's just, I'm just scared. I don't get it, but here we are. But anyway, on that note, it's been real. We missed you guys all through, the summer, but we just trying out here living our best lives. Not best lives, but, we just enjoying the summer, luxuriating. So we'll catch you around the block. So
later.
Peace out. Yay.
Peace out.